This is Shinrin-yoku, a Japanese term that means bathing in the forest. Not in water, but in presence. In Japan in the 1980s, cities were growing rapidly. Working life became intense. Stress became part of everyday life. In the middle of this development, a simple idea emerged. What if nature is not just a place we visit, but a place that can actively heal us? Researchers began measuring blood pressure, heart rate, stress hormones. The results were clear. When people spend time in the forest, cortisol levels decrease, the heart rate slows, and the immune system becomes stronger. But perhaps that is not the most interesting part. Because long before the research existed, the forest already held a special meaning in Japan. In the Shinto tradition, nature is considered alive. Trees can hold spirits. Forests can be sacred. People went there to seek silence, to cleanse the mind, to find clarity. Shinrin-yoku was therefore not invented. It was rediscovered, a modern framework around something ancient. Practicing Shinrin-yoku requires no technique, no equipment, no achievement. You stop when something catches your attention. Maybe it is the light falling on the trunk of a tree. Maybe it is the sound of a bird somewhere in the distance. Maybe it is the scent of wet earth. You listen, not for something specific, but openly. The forest does not do anything dramatic. It does not produce. It does not deliver results. It simply exists. And in its being, something inside us begins to settle. The breath becomes deeper. The shoulders relax. The thoughts lose their urgency. In a world that constantly demands our attention, the forest offers the opposite. No demands, no speed, only rhythm. Research shows that trees release natural substances called phytoncides, which have a positive effect on our immune system. But perhaps it is just as important that the forest reminds us of our place. Trees that have stood for 100 years, seasons that return without rushing. Shinrin-yoku is not about escaping life. It is about returning to it with a clearer view. When we touch the rough surface of the bark, when we feel the leaves of the forest, senses we rarely use consciously become awake. We become more present in the body. Not in our thoughts, but here. Today, Shinrin-yoku is practiced all over the world, from Japanese cedar forests to Nordic beech forests. The method is simple. Slow down. Open your senses. Stay. Maybe that is why so many return. Not to achieve something, but to remember something. That we do not stand outside of nature. We are part of it. And when we allow ourselves to step into the forest's slower rhythm, we discover something quiet but fundamental. Calm is not something we have to create. It appears when we stop disturbing it.